Hey guys, this is Tony with Geek Designs. Today I'm back with another InDesign video. Today I want to talk to you about what is InDesign and why should you use it. Somehow I did a bunch of tutorials without even touching the subject. So now we're going backwards, but if you want to see those tutorials, just check up in the link below and there'll be some short tutorials for you. So let's hop into it. What is Adobe InDesign? Adobe InDesign is a publishing design software. A lot of people call it less popular than Photoshop and Illustrator, which is true, but it's more specific than those, I would say. Photoshop, you can kind of do whatever you want in. Same thing with Illustrator if you know what you're doing. But InDesign is kind of, when you specifically need to do layout design, that is your program. It has now become a bigger platform for layout design, since layout design has morphed. Not just print design now, but also digital documents now. There's some clients that will ask me to do digital documents for them, so they can send one link instead of a giant document. But that's pretty much a rundown of what it is. But why would you even want to use this versus, Photoshop, Illustrator? Well, there's a couple reasons why. I would say one is that InDesign is a good piece of software for, like, when you need to get specific. You need to do columns, you need to make text look good, you need to do a layout design and have bleed in it. That's kind of hard to do in Photoshop without, getting margins out, getting grids out, getting lines out, and making the document more complicated than it had to be. As you can see here, I have this document, if I remember right, it's for a postcard size. And this red line is the bleed line. So when I export this, I just tell it to go to document bleed, and it counts this as bleed. So when they do this, they can just crop it off, and it will work. You can also see I have this guide in the middle. That's for a 2-column layout, because on the second page I needed that, so I could have these 2 columns here. This pink line is your margins. That's your safe area inside the document. So you can keep that in mind, so when you're holding a brochure, your thumbs don't go over the artwork or important content. So there's a lot more flexibility towards a layout design in here than anywhere else. You can go deeply in depth. Like, you can have multiple layouts. So say if you're like designing for your phone or a tablet, you can have different layouts depending on which orientation it's on. And that you really can't do in Photoshop or InDesign, and you can do e-publishing in here. So InDesign, even though it's more specific, it's not such a Swiss Army as Photoshop or Illustrator, it has more tools than you might even know. And you might not use all of them, but I think this is a tool that you should be using, and most people don't use it when they design business cards, when they design brochures, when they design flyers. They're doing it in Photoshop or Illustrator, which is fine, but it's not going to be your best tool. I think this is a better tool. It takes a little bit getting used to because things work a little bit differently, just like they do in all the Adobe platforms, but this is honed in for that specifically. I probably spend most of my time in InDesign now than I do Photoshop. It's probably 50 InDesign, 50, well, I'd say about maybe 30 Illustrator, and 20 Photoshop. I just have people that need more layout design. I feel more comfortable in here. I have some documents that have 20 or 40 something pages, and they're just business card designs that I can just go in, change the person name, have a new page, export the pages, and it's done. I would start looking into this. I would start diving into some of the tutorials I've done if you want to look at them, and kind of get your feet wet with InDesign. See how it can fit into your wheelhouse of design. Like I said, I think this is better for certain things, not for everything, but that's just like how all the Adobe suite is. You shouldn't be using one software for everything. You shouldn't be using Photoshop for everything. You shouldn't be using Adobe Illustrator for everything. You shouldn't be using InDesign for everything. You should be using the tools for when you need them. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. If you got any questions about Adobe InDesign, if I didn't explain anything well, or you want me to go more in detail, just get down in those comments and I'll get down there with you. I'm going to try to get into more InDesign videos, get some more tutorials out for you guys so you can learn more about InDesign. Maybe touch some of the subjects that people aren't touching on InDesign. And also, Dogs are in the background. Those are always cute. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.